Alright, back in 1080p, camera's adjusted I think, and I've got the mic plugged in, and it looks like it's working. But you never know, the wire could get jostled and then all of this audio could go out. I thought the really best thing about this with the wire on it was that it was kind of foolproof, but everybody loses shots once in a while. Even Kasey at Camera Conspiracies loses shots once in a while. Plus, when I'm driving, this is without a doubt the best setup because I've got the Rode Videomicro, I've got the windscreen on it. So even on the highway, this thing sounds pretty good. I tested it with I tested it by doing karaoke once or twice. Oh boy, I wish you could see my speedometer with this setup. I'm going 2 miles over the speed limit, and on this section of road in Baltimore City, that's like a personal affront to a lot of people. They've got to go around you. They hate you for it. I could probably move this mirror a little further away so it doesn't take up quite as much room in the shot. But then, of course, I'm going to get smaller, right? Or do mirrors work a different way and I'm actually not going to get any smaller? Altogether, the picture is small and the mirror is small inside of that picture, and because the mirror is convex, I am even smaller in that small mirror. But I'm not sure, because I'm not that smart of a guy, I'm not sure if I move it back if I actually get smaller, appreciably. I got a couple more of these $6 mounts, so I could put them just atop the door handles on the side, pointing outward and in slow motion, with the camera set for slow motion. And then, when I'm getting passed by one of these people, I can trigger the camera and capture in slow motion them scowling at me. I'm going to move this back. Moving it down to here. Let's try that. Alright, I can see the camera, which means the camera can see me. That's a pretty good position. This picture-in-picture technology that I've invented is really customizable. It might be different in your car. I'll wave my hands around. It's certainly going to be different in your car. It's not every car that has this kind of a dashboard. Alright, this is a 2004 Ford Econoline 150 Chateau or something? Wagon, it's a wagon, I think they call it. They called this package the wagon because it was set up for passengers. It's a passenger vehicle. But as a Ford Econoline, you know, every Ford Econoline, even if it's meant to take people to church, even if it's set up, you know, to cart Boy Scouts off to summer camp, it's a painter's van. All Ford Econolines are painter's vans. Maybe I should try, you know, I worry about my voice being kind of monotonous and annoying. But I know that somewhere inside of me, I have like I have a much more engaging, interesting, terrible, and terrifying Irish Catholic, like Jack Nicholson type of rage. You know, think of Jack Nicholson in like The Shining, and like how furious he seemed. So maybe what I really need to do is just work on my Jack Nicholson impression that I could do while I'm on the mic and narrating a video like this. Just kind of do that a lot, and then maybe without even trying, it'll just become part of my voice. He talks like this. He talks kind of lower. Look at this lovely drive I get to take into the park, into Robert E. Lee Park. Oops, I didn't mean to say that. I'm old and this used to be called Robert E. Lee Park. Lake Roland. It's kind of a nice day to drive into Lake Roland. Wait, let me try it as Jack Nicholson. What a nice day to drive into Lake Roland. Driving into Lake Roland. These speed humps are terrible for the audio. Not bad for the video because I'm in rock steady. On the DJI Action 4. On the DJI Action 4. Alright, there's a guy sort of standing in my way, but I'm going to try to bang my K-turn right now. Not easy to pull a K-turn. In a big Ford Econoline, it is a low visibility vehicle. Alright, I think I'm good. Time to pick up the fam. Video stops here. Video stops when I pick up the fam. You know, they don't necessarily want to be a part of all of my wild videos. You know, I do lots of tests. I do lots of video tests. Joy. I made a few notes about future driving vlogs. I should really do a few without the Rocksteady, with the Rocksteady turned off. And that's a whole thing that I'm going to go into. I noticed that the picture frame kind of, when I come to a stop, it kind of floats very slowly, like that. So to avoid that, I think I'm just going to try doing a few without the Rocksteady on. And then I'm going to try the anti-glare filter, because I think that will help to make the windscreen kind of, you know, it'll make the van's windshield kind of disappear. I think I was successful by keeping the music off. I tried having music on in the background while I recorded, and that makes the cuts weird. And I just want to stop saying the word fam. That's about it.